Hello everyone, if you're new to the channel, it's Eli the Gamer, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Discounty. Now, the first thing I want to say about this game, because you've maybe never heard of it, is that Discounty is a store management sim. In a lot of other cozy games, you're going to be running a farm, talking to other villagers, selling your crops, and raising animals. In this game, you're not going to be on a farm, you're not going to be raising animals, you're not going to be watering things. Instead, you're going to be running this store. Now, when you're running this store, you're going to have to work with things like inventory, taking care of the customers, the layout of your store, and also making deals with the different vendors. While you're doing all of these different things, you're also going to be going through a very interesting storyline that has a lot of twists and turns. Now, this game, it's very simple once you start playing it. It still does have a system where you're going day by day. So like in a lot of farming sims, you're going to do everything that you want to do in the day and then you're going to go home. But in this game, you're going to be running your store from about 9 to 5, and then either before work or after work, you can go around and talk to the different villagers. Okay, so now that you know what Discounty is, how are the different parts of the game? Well, let's get into the different aspects. Obviously, the most important thing when talking about this game is the gameplay. So when you first hear that it's going to be a cozy game where you're in a little village and you're not going to be the farmer, you're probably wondering what is going to take the place of farming. So in this game, you're going to be in charge of the inventory. So you're going to have to be ordering the different products that you sell in your store. And so managing the stock of your different items, that's going to be an important thing because you don't want to sell out of the things that the customers are trying to buy. Then throughout the day, you're going to be checking out the customers once you open your store. And in the beginning of the game, how you're going to do that is you're going to have to do a lot of math. Now, that doesn't really sound super fun, but for me, I personally actually really liked this. As the different customers are going through, you are punching in the different amounts that the different items cost, and then you check out the customer, and then based on how quickly you served the customer and if you had enough stock for them to be pleased with the store, and then at the end of every day, there's going to be a rating, and this rating is based on how well you did in treating your customers. They're also going to have a tally of how much gold you made that day by selling the different items. And you also get some special bonuses if you do a good job. So for me, I really liked this part of the game quite a lot, but for some reason, as you go along further in the game, you're going to unlock something called a scanner, and then that's going to kind of change how you play the game a little bit, because you're no longer going to be calculating the price of all the different items. You can just scan them, and then bam, it does it automatically. For me, personally, I actually kind of preferred the original way to check out the items because it was kind of like a fun little math game and you could just get faster and faster. But then once you unlock the scanner, you have to find the barcode on the different items. And especially the first day that I switched to the scanner, I did really, really poorly. I did get a little bit better with time. But yeah, I kind of wish that I could switch back to the original way, but right now I definitely could not find out how to do that. So yeah, I'm stuck with scanning the items for the customers. I have started to get better at scanning the items, but yeah, I did kind of like the math aspect of the original way. So when you're playing this game and you upgrade to the scanner, you might want to keep that in mind. In addition to the things in your store, there's also going to be other things that you do outside of your store. One of them is going to be interacting with the other villagers. Now, the villagers, they're going to interact with you and talk about the storyline. So as you go through the storyline and the different things happen, the villagers, they're going to have different reactions. And this is one of the things that I feel like is a bit of a mixed bag in the game. On the one hand, I really like the main storyline, and I feel like it's fun getting to know the other villagers. One thing that I actually especially really like is that in this game, it's not like you just become better friends with the villagers and they just love you more and more as time goes on. They're actually going to get upset with different things that you do. And if you make certain decisions that affects them, they're actually going to have sometimes negative reactions, which I feel like is something I wish would happen more in other farming sims because, yeah, it's kind of more real to real life. It's not like, you just give people stuff and talk to them every day and then they just love you. And so I thought it was kind of interesting in this game that, things don't just get better and better. There's kind of a give and take with your different relationships with the villagers. I did say that the villagers, they're a bit of a mixed bag. There's not like a friendship meter where, there's like a heart level with them. There's no dating in the game. There's no aspects like that. This game, it mostly focuses on your store and the storyline. So they are going to say new things as the storyline goes on, and they're going to have a different relationship with you depending on how big of a store owner you are. But yeah, in terms of your friendship with them, that doesn't really exist. That being said, you are going to get closer with the different vendors as your relationship with them grows, and with each individual vendor, you're going to have a different level with them. But that level is more of a trade level. It's not really a friendship level with that vendor. There are also a bunch of little other aspects that relate back to the gameplay. One thing that I really like is that this game encourages recycling quite a bit. You're going to be running around the town and cleaning up trash to earn a little bit more extra money. You can also recycle your used items in this area, and then once you recycle the used items, you're going to get some gold back. So overall, I have to say that the gameplay in this game is quite fun. There's the stuff in the store, there's the stuff outside of the store, and I feel like the game flow, it works really well. So for me, I really enjoyed my time with Discounty because it's a cozy game, but it definitely does things differently than a lot of other cozy games. I feel like as you're playing the game, there's going to be a lot of cute little things that catch your eye. For example, in your house, when you walk up to your mirror, it actually shows your reflection, and I thought that was a cute little detail. Also, the cars that drive through the town, you can stop them by running in front of them, and then they're going to honk at you, and then they don't move until you run away. Also, this game, I just feel like the different themes that run through it are very interesting. It kind of talks about capitalism, and it also talks about what happens to small villages as time starts to go on. So yeah, I think this game does really well in terms of having fun gameplay, but then also having a good message. For me personally, I kind of wish we had more games where we run a store like this. I love farming sims, and I think it's a really fun mechanic to have farming, but I do sometimes wish that you could be somebody else in the village. And in this game, you get to be the shopkeeper, so yeah, I think it's really cool, and I really enjoy that. So full disclosure, I played this game on the Nintendo Switch 2, and for me personally, I did not have any issues with frame rates, I didn't have any issues with bugs, and really the only thing I can say that wasn't 100% perfect is that I did find one spelling error, but other than that, everything about this game was flawless in terms of having no bugs and no frame rate drops, and I didn't have any problems with the controls or anything like that. So if you are into cozy sims, life management games, or you just want to play something that's really relaxing, I definitely would say that you should give Discounty a try. Let me know in the comments down below, was this game on your radar for a long time, or are you just finding out about it today? Don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see you guys next time.